figure out what is the best way that we can make par. What gives us the best chance? Right. So really being aggressive has its moments, but in a shot like this, where we don't have a clear shot at the green, and we could really only get in more trouble with the pond up the left side, trees all the way up the left, we need to give ourselves our best chance of making par, and that's probably just going to be laying out to whatever your ideal yardage is. So what would you say for you? Well, what would be a good distance? What would give you the best shot of making par?
Making par. Well, obviously firing at the green here is not the best idea, so laying up to the 75 to 100 where I feel comfortable.
But be specific. I mean, don't just give yourself a range. What exact yardage do you feel most comfortable at? For me, it's like 80 yards. It's about a 3/4, 60 degree. What would it be for you?
For me, I feel really good with a 90-yard shot. Just a good 56, like a 3/4.
Okay, so then all we're doing is punching out about 40 yards. So let's just go ahead and take our medicine here and punch it out just right of the trees. Give ourselves 90 yards in. Kind of explain to me now how you would hit a standard pitch. What would you do with your setup?
Sure, for a standard pitch, I usually put the ball somewhere in the middle of my stance, try and keep the shaft a little more straight up and down, maybe just a little forward, and then I just try and keep my grip pressure the same and open, kind of keep the face open through the shot.
Right, you want to use the bounce. You can use the bounce, it's going to be more forgiving. But the one thing that you want to try to avoid here, and I haven't seen you hit any shots yet, but you don't want your hands to be way ahead of the ball at address. When your hands are ahead of the ball, it takes the leading edge and makes it more active at impact. So it's going to be easier to stick it into the ground and hit these shots inconsistent, either blading them into the ball or chunking them, which is what we really want to avoid. All right, so I think a lot of your inconsistency comes from getting the club too far around you. So I feel like when you're making a swing, you don't hinge the club up. You use you have good shoulder turn, but I feel like that shoulder turn gets too far around you, and then the club kind of gets stuck on the inside on the way down, leading with the inside of the face. Okay?
Yeah,
so what we are going to try to work on with you is I want you to feel like the shaft of this club, when the shaft is parallel to the ground, I want you to feel like this shaft is right on that toe line. Okay? So we got to get the thumbs pointed to the sky when that shaft is parallel to the ground, and then hinge up instead of around. So we want to get you more vertical. That way it just keeps it on plane better, as opposed to getting it all shoulders and having a huge turn. But when you get a huge turn inside, that club becomes really flat and inside, and then it comes too far from the inside on the downswing. So let's just work on keeping the club a little more out in front of you and up. Yeah, exactly. Instead of inside and around. Okay? So if the ball is plugged, set up regular. Here's my regular setup. Now if it's plugged, all we're doing is taking this leading edge and making it more
de-lofting a little bit?
Yeah, de-lofting it a little bit. And that should naturally make the club dig a little more. Pop the ball out.
Right on.